Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN, it's week 4 of the NFL, and if your back is sore from raking leaves or cleaning out the gutters, we've got something much better than a heating pad. Football. Lots of good, hard football here on ESPN. Lions, Giants. Now!
These fans have been tailgating for hours, and now they are just moments away from what they've been waiting for. Hi, and welcome to Giant Stadium. I'm Dan Stevens. Standing beside me is my right-hand man, Mr. Peter O'Keefe. And Peter, we have a whole bunch of good receivers down there.
You're not kidding, Dan. Both of these teams have a receiving core that can spread the field and make big plays.
The Lions have a group of receivers with a great mix of talent. They make it awfully tough for defensive secondaries because they're just such a well-rounded, talented bunch. The Giants also have a talented cadre of receivers. On any given day, any one of these guys can be the hero, and defenses are really challenged because you just can't focus in on one guy. Both of these groups have a chance to shine. The question is, which one?
And we're set. Graham boots the opening kickoff.
David Barrett got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision.
No dice, and it falls incomplete.
Stephen Elliott. It's a good call.
That'll bring up second down. Harrington throws this on a rope, and the ball's caught at the 30. Williams catches it in the flat, and they convert on third down. Jones has his number called on first down and gains about 3 yards. Harrington puts his arm into this one, and it falls incomplete.
Tie streets. All the pieces fall into place.
Third down coming up. Manning fires this one over the middle, and they get the first on third and long.
It's in that situation, and that's exactly what he did.
Lehman penetrates and stops that back at the 43. Marion hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. 20-yard line. Jones barrels off his left guard and rambles for about 5. Harrington rifles it out left side, and it's caught just barely past the marker. Second down, both tight ends left. Harrington rifles this one hard over the middle, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down. Street snags the missile and is well past the markers for a first down. Williams catches it in the flat and picks up 4 on the play. Harrington throws a beauty to the right side, and it's caught for a touchdown.
In the catch despite being covered by 2 defenders. Dan, I guess you just can't be intimidated. Check this out. Oh, yeah, it's all about being focused. He had
7-yard line. Barber takes it off the toss and gets past the line. Gets out at the 36. No dice, and it falls incomplete. It'll be fourth down. Hunt gets the snap and punts it away. Bly fields it at the 30. Tackled at the 43. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete. Hakeem catches it left sideline, and they get the first on third and long. Jones will get the carry on first down and picks up the first down.
Kevin Jones.
Schlesinger catches the heater left sideline.
Matched on strength. That's a good play there.
Harrington just rifles this one, and it's tipped incomplete.
Eric.
snags the dart right sideline, and they get the... Harrington throws a bullet to the flat, and it's off, incomplete. Jones carries it off the toss and chews up about 4 on the play. Harrington puts his arm into this one, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be 4th down. It's through the uprights. Rips him down in the backfield, and the clock continues.
Locked up.
That will bring up 2nd down. Manning floats this one out to the right sidelines, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete. Hauls it in right side, and they get the first on 3rd and long. It's the Giants take their first. Barber chews up 4 yards, and that brings up 3rd down. Manning unloads this to the right sideline, and it's bobbled and dropped, incomplete. 4th down coming up. Harrington rifles it out right side, and it's caught at the 34. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. To Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN Halftime Report. Boomer?
Okay, Dana, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our halftime comparison, and as you can see, total yards definitely tell the story thus far. The Lions are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. We'll start this one off late in the first quarter. Joey Harrington would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. A 28-yard touchdown for the Lions. The Lions get the first points of the game and go up by 7. The Lions, later on in the second quarter, ball at their own 43. Joey Harrington would find his target on this one. That set up a 26-yard field goal. Giants late into the second quarter, Giants losing by 10. Eli Manning connected with his man on this one. The Lions creeping up on the end of the half, Joey Harrington would find his target on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Giants are down at the half, 10-0. Today's halftime hero has turned in an incredible performance thus far. Joey Harrington has played outstanding. So that does it.
Defensively, and our offense has been taking care of business. We can't get cocky. We just have to keep after it and give them no chance to come back on us.
Toomer catches the bullet out left, and they convert on 3rd down. Manning zings it to the right side, and it's caught at the 49. Stopped at the 43. Barber goes right up the middle and gets the 1st and more. Finally dropped at the 17. It will be 1st down. Rodgers knocks it down at the line, incomplete. Manning fires this one over the middle, and it's caught at the 5. Hunted down at the 2. It'll be 1st and goal. Bailey sacks him back at the 6. Rodgers gets the sack at the 10.
Name 2.
Offord tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. That will bring up Graham from 27 yards out, and it's up through the goal post. Good. Harrington zings it to the right side, and the completion is made short of the markers, however.
The ball.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The Lions are out in front, 10-3. No good. Incomplete.
Amani Toomer looked like he had.
Coughlin doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the...
After review, The pass has been ruled complete. The catch was made prior to going out of bounds. New York Giants will not be charged a timeout. First down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. Manning throws a beauty to the right side, and it's intercepted. Dragged down at the 35.
Face mask, number 21, offense. 15-yard penalty from the spot.
Adams tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. Rodgers goes in motion. Wilson makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. Manning gets all of his arm into this pass, and it's complete for a first down and a hole. Manning throws a big rainbow here, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more. Barber takes it across the line and picks up a couple. Manning throws a heater right sideline, and it's the game.
Great read there.
Ryan tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. Fourth down. Bailey hunts him down and gets the sack way back at the 38. Schlesinger cruises out to the left side and picks up a couple.
For that time.
Jones has his number called on third down and gets tackled short of the markers. That will bring up. Toomer makes the nice catch, and he's got the first. The clock continues. Manning airs this one to the left sideline, and the ball's caught at the 30. Tackled, and the clock. The Giants take their... Barber picks up 11 on the play, and the clock will continue. The Giants will take a timeout. Gets the sack, and that takes them even farther away from the marker. This one falls incomplete, and they will turn the ball over on down. On top, 10-3. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, gang, great work as always. And with that, we welcome everybody back to the ESPN studios for our ESPN Video Games postgame show. I'm Chris Berman. The Lions stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. We'll pick up the action midway through the third quarter. Tiki Barber get up ahead of steam, and then it was clear sailing from there. That set up a 28-yard field goal. The Giants climb back into the game, now down by 7. The ball at the 42. Dre Bly is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Giants trailing by 7. Eli Manning would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. The Giants again have it. Eli Manning connected with his man on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Lions edge out a win 10-3. Now let's take a sec to chat with our player of the game. The guy who seemed to be all over the field on defense and came up with big play after big play. Boss Bailey was kind enough to give us a moment of his time, and he's on the field with Susie Colbert. Susie?
Thanks, Chris. You excelled under pressure today, and you won a close game today. What made the difference for you guys to come out triumphant today?
Man, we just got after it defensively. We did our best all game long. Man, it got me fired up. What can I say? We got it done.
Chris, back to you.
With that, thanks for...
This is SportsCenter.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Bills stroll away with a 14-point win. Chandler stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Matt Hasselbeck threw for over 200 yards and helped his Seahawks beat the Colts. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Steelers pick up their third win of the season. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. This week had some big injuries, and we'll get to all of them, but we're going to start right here. McBride is arguably the biggest name on this list. He'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs.
Lions, Giants.
Out for
Dre Bly was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Lions go on to win this by the final score of 10-3. Down in South Florida, Miami, we had the Dolphins fall by 10 points. Over in Oakland, we had the Raiders prove ineffective and lose by 21. The Chiefs' defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at Alltel Stadium. Bengals, Ravens. Yards in their Chris Billy Joe McAllister is set to receive this. He's standing inside his own 30. And now it's a pretty good kick. Gets it at his own 28. Cuts through the wall. He's got daylight. Where's the punter? Must be out getting a hot dog. Touchdown. The Ravens go on to win this by the final score of 24-10. The Buccaneers won at home and will stay home for next week's game when they meet the Panthers. Ty, I fought the law and the law won. Had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. We had a big trade also of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
Over now to news of a trade that might have some ramifications. Glover leaves the Texans and is on the move to the Buccaneers. And they obviously see that as one of the areas that needs improvement. In exchange, they'll get someone to beef up their roster. Keenan McCardell is a guy that ought to be able to fit right in with his new club, and he should make his presence felt over time.
Donovan McNabb threw for 250-plus yards and helped his Eagles beat the Packers. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the 49ers pick up win number 2. And last but not least, we had the Chargers come away victorious.
Vonnie Holiday is going to find himself with a new club, and he'll be in a new tax bracket, too. 4 years, $3.2 million.
So another week in the books here on ESPN, but what do you say we hand out a few game balls before we go? Here's my prime-time players. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.